Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am very excited. Um, Somebody told me I've said a lot in these videos, but anyway, I'm gonna try my best not to say all the time. Um, yeah, so welcome back. Thank you to everyone who watched the intro video, to all the people who have subscribed so far. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know how many times I'm gonna say in this video, but yeah. So today's video is gonna be about navigating your way through your 20s. I am 24 years old right now. I'm gonna be 25 in July. Yes, so a lot of people won't admit where they are in their lives. Some are in the middle, where they're trying to figure out what goes for what, and then some know exactly what they want to do, and then some don't know what's going on. And I am definitely in the middle. There's days where I know I'm gonna be successful, and this is what's gonna happen, and this is what I'm gonna do, and these are my goals, and no, no, no. And then there's days where I'm like, oh, adulting is not for me. It's like it's tough, guys. Like it's really it's a difficult conversation to have with yourself, because in your 20s a lot of people expect a lot to happen. They expect engagement, marriage, children, career moves, spiritual changes. Like there's a lot of things that people expect in their 20s. That's like the foundation or the basis of where you're going. You know, in life you need to kind of set the foundation at that point. And my foundation, I would say, has been set. It's quite strong. It's not as strong as I would like it to be, because obviously if I knew then what I know now, I would be a lot further. But I'm not. You know, I'm grateful for the fact that I have gone through everything I've gone through, and I've learned lessons along the way. So my journey takes me back years, and it starts at school, where I started school early, went to primary school, high school, and in high school wasn't a popular girl, wasn't, you know, in the popular crew, it was never, I hated school. I hated it. Academically, I was not doing well. There were certain subjects I would excel in, and then like most of it, like maths. Shit, maths was tough. Like I don't even understand why we need to know half that shit now. Like I really don't understand. If you ask any of my maths teachers, they'll tell you very nicely, no, she was a terrible student. She was horrible. She like, ooh, no. Yeah, no. But yeah. And school was never for me. I hated waking up and going. I hated service days. I hated, because there was never anything appealing. Like, because I was never part of the popular crew, I didn't have a lot of friends, and it was kind of just like school. You know, like you just get up and you go. I was super excited to finish school. One of my close friends up until today actually initiated a friendship with me in matric, because she probably felt sorry for me. But I'm still very close to her up until today, and she's also giving me a lot of ideas for the YouTube videos, and you know what we're doing and what we're talking about. And yeah, so after high school I took a gap year, and I didn't really do anything productive in that gap year. But I remember thinking to myself the entire time, I hate having to depend on my mother, and you know, like I just hated the feeling. Like I wanted something, you know, my own money. my independence, the means to do things on my own. Yeah, but I started going out and I experienced some things, clubbing and enjoying my teenage years after school. Um, and then I got my first job. I worked at a bank. My second job was in retail. Oh, I hate that shit. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Standing for so long, and then you have petty customers come in and say X, Y, and Z, and that was not for me. But anyway, after that job, I think I was in a telecommunications company. I don't really remember the sequence of my jobs. And then the same friend that initiated a friendship in Matric got me a job at Discovery, and because you know how colors work, eh? Get me in there, man. So she did her things and she got me in, and the rest is history. I've been there now for it will be 6 years in July. So yeah, I love my job. I love what I do. I love the things that I learn. Yeah, in terms of career growth, nothing massive has happened because I've decided not to take not to go into full-on financial services because it's just not for me. So I do a lot of things on the side to try and figure out what's for me. But yeah, the point of this video is figuring out what is for you. And people are putting themselves under too much pressure. Guys, like, we don't need to have everything by 22. We don't need to have everything figured out by 25. It just doesn't work like that. Like, everybody's lives is different. Everybody's lives are different. You can't expect that you know everything by the age of 25. Although I like to think I know a lot. By the age of 25, I know I'm a lot more mature for my age. My mother always says I'm like a 35-year-old. And I feel like that most days. I don't feel 24 turning 25. I feel 40. But that's just because I'm surrounded by people who are much older than me most of the time. So it's difficult for me to remember that I'm actually this young because I'm exposed to different problems, different lifestyles and things that are happening daily, but with older people. So yeah, we're not going to have everything figured out. I mean, after I only moved out of my parents' house at the end of last year, my boyfriend and I moved out together. So yeah, we've only been in our own place now for 5 months. You see that? I told you I was bad at maths. I have to even count on my fingers. But anyway, yeah, so we moved out and that was like a major thing for me because when we moved out, so just rewind a bit, I was vegan for about 6 months. No, it was actually longer than 6 months, but I was vegan for a while. Mikael is still vegan up until today. He's going on, I think, 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, 1.5 years or 2 years of being vegan. Great for him. But yeah, so we moved out, and just before we moved out, I was still vegan. And I started getting really sick. And I didn't understand what was going on with me. I kept on going to the doctor and they said kidney infection, viral infection, stress, tension. There was a lot of things that was going on and I couldn't get the proper diagnosis of what was actually wrong. And then I went to a doctor here in our area and he said, nope, you have an iron deficiency and you are anemic. So I obviously needed to take steps to correct that. And the first step was to stop being a vegan and to eat, correctly. So it wasn't because I was a vegan that I got sick. I got sick because as a vegan, I was not eating what I was supposed to be eating to ensure that I would get all my nutrients. So basically, I was lacking all the essential nutrients. So even if I was eating meat like I was before, it would have been the same thing because I wasn't eating nutrient rich foods. So it was, yeah, obviously I had a lack of nutrients, and it made me really sick, and it wasn't a good time because I was sick for about 5 months. And then I stopped being vegan, and after I stopped being vegan, I started eating meat and the normal. But when we moved in together, why I say it was such a shock and so weird and different is because when we moved in, I learned how to cook as a vegan. I never learned how to cook before being vegan. So I didn't know how to cook meat. There was a lot of things I didn't know. So when we moved in together, now I start now eating meat 2 months after we move in together. And the steak is hard, and the chicken is not cooked, and this is not done. And I'm like, I had to phone my mother so many times just to confirm how long I must cook something. Today I cooked steak, and the steak was still a bit, tough. But I'm learning, these things happen. There's people that are younger than me that, like Mikael's sister, can cook, and she's amazing. My sister, she doesn't cook that much, but when she does, she really makes amazing meals. And then you get me, guys, I hate cooking. There's nothing I hate more than cooking. I can clean the whole house for you. I can do dishes 4 times a day, 5 times a day, but I just don't like cooking. I cannot cook. It makes me nar. Like, to go stand in the kitchen and cook, it just makes me nar. But everything about adulting is just, hey, it makes nar, Like, as you can see, this curtain, I nearly said wrinkled. This curtain is creased. Do you think this non-domesticated person here thought, let's iron the curtain, before we put it on? No, Simo didn't think that. Simo was like, put the thing on, whatever. I don't have a bathroom curtain. I don't have a kitchen curtain. I don't know how important that is. I'm assuming a bathroom curtain or blinds is important. Coming home and cooking every day, guys, I don't know how some people do it. You get some people that go home and cook, then they see to the kids, then they do this, then they do homework, then they do that. I take my hat off to you guys, because coming home and just making a simple baked bean curry makes me mad. Like it's too much. Seriously. But yeah, so there's a lot of things that I've had to get used to. Washing. Hey. Yeah, it's not easy. Really. Uzoba strong. There's nothing you can do. But like I said, you are navigating your way through. So the best thing you can do is jump in, learn, experience, do things. Even if you fail, that's not the point. The point is just to do the things that you want to do, and even the things that make you uncomfortable. The things that make you uncomfortable are the things that are going to make you grow. And once you learn that, everything else will be 10 times easier, because you'll be taking chances, you'll be going for opportunities, you'll be taking risks. And if you do that, you've already got half of navigating down, because you've sorted out the first part of it. The fact that you are opening yourself up to take opportunities, take risks, do things. And even though I haven't, there's a lot of people that have been through many other things and that have had lives completely different to mine. And I think they would agree that all you need to really understand about it is that it's your life, it's unique to who you are, and you are going to figure it out. at the end of the day. But we need to stop being hard on ourselves about we're not here yet and we're not there yet and we haven't done this and we haven't done that. And something I also need to learn. I need to learn that, you can't control everything. You have to understand that at some point, it's kind of just up to the universe. So whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. And the only thing that you can do about it is figure out how you're gonna react to it. There's a quote that says, 90% of life is what happens. 10% of life is what happens to you. 90% is how you react to it. And that's very, very true. You need to learn how to react to things. I'm learning slowly but surely. I've been on a journey about finding myself and finding what I really love and enjoy. And also kind of stepping away from, happiness needs to come from a relationship. That's been very tough for me because that's what we were all kind of programmed to think. And I had to get out of that programming a few years ago. I just decided that's not for me, I need to define my own happiness. My happiness is solely dependent on me. And when you navigate your way through your 20s, you need to understand that you are going to have a lot of things where you are going to think that's where happiness comes from. But in actual fact, happiness comes from waking up in the morning and being grateful that you're awake. It comes from being grateful that you have a job, being grateful on the whole about everything in your life, being grateful about progress, being grateful about the fact that you decided to do something, and knowing that if everyone leaves you, you will be okay, you will be fine. It's obviously not ideal to have nobody in your life because we all crave companionship, we all crave friendship, relationships. That's just who we are. But at the end of the day, you need to work hard on making yourself the reason for your happiness. I am still working on it up until today. It's a daily thing. It doesn't come from, it's not easy. It's not an easy thing to do because it's much easier to just say you need to make me happy and buying clothes needs to make me happy. That needs to make me happy. This is what I need to do to be happy. And word of advice, go listen to a song by J. Cole called Love Yours. That will tell you exactly, you need to love your life. And even though things look better on the other side, stop comparing. This is not a game, it's your life. So the more you are looking on the other side, the less you are spending time on actually making your life count for you. So, power. But yeah, yes. I think I've gone through everything that I wanted to go through. Remember, I'm getting there, guys. I don't know how this stuff works. I don't know how long I should be doing this stuff for. But like I said, this is my platform. I'm sharing what I would like to share. And I really hope you guys enjoy it and take something away from it. And yeah, comment, like, subscribe, do what you gotta do. I really appreciate every single person who is taking the time out of their day to watch this and to subscribe and to like the video. It really does mean a lot to me, and if you have any questions or you want to say anything, please do so in the comments. Negative and positive feedback welcome. We all need to learn how to take criticism, so I am completely open to that. But yeah, thank you guys for everything. I really do appreciate the effort and the time spent. And don't forget to subscribe and share to your friends and family. So yeah, thank you.